the reason Catie started this is because the budgets got cut. And we noticed the neighborhood just being totally littered on. And we don't like to live here like this. And so it's our way of trying to help bridge the gap until we can get back to normal city living. And also, it's just, I think we all have a duty to help each other out in times of need. So we have seen an improvement, but now also the budgets are getting better too. So, and you know, we can just work to improve our neighborhood.
Just over the past few weeks to a month, I've seen a little bit of an improvement, but I don't want to say yet because I think it's a little too soon. But hopefully it'll continue and get even better as more funding goes into the sanitation department, and they have more bins out as the summer progresses.
I have extra room. Oh my God.
I went to stay with my mom in New Jersey for 3 weeks, which is my longest time outside of New York in 16 years. And when I came back in early June, it was just a mess. The amount of trash on the street was ridiculous. This was when outdoor dining wasn't allowed yet, but it was getting warm, so more people were outside. And then you also had the budget cuts to Department of Sanitation. So everything just kind of hit a tipping point. And I just got tired of seeing the trash on my street. I went out on my own and I was picking up 2 or 3 bags on one block. After doing it by myself for a week or two, I started posting on social media to see if anyone else would want to meet up with me. I said, I have the bags, I have the gloves, let's go out and do this. It started slow, there were maybe like 3 or 4 people a week, but then it started to gain momentum and I started getting donations from community members to help pay for all the supplies, to go through a lot of bags and gloves. So now we have about like 120 people on our email list. We get maybe like 18 to 20 people per cleanup. At the end of March, the mayor announced that he was going to use federal stimulus funds to increase corner basket service by 100 trucks per week. We've definitely started seeing the impact of that. Earlier in March, during our cleanups along 10th Avenue, we'd pick up like 300 pounds of loose litter. And now, last weekend, we only picked up 125 pounds.
Yeah, they did it on.
How do you just throw out pizza like that?
Oh my gosh.
Someone could have had that last night. How does this end up in here? I'm part of a shower head.
They're not good for our bodies. Oh, that. Work it!
New York was never a clean city. We kind of just got used to it. And there's no reason that it can't be a clean city. There's no reason that we normalize seeing litter on the street. It can be better. And I think if everybody just did their part and we had a little more social responsibility, we could have a clean city. people don't think about garbage until it starts collecting, and you don't realize how hard the men and women of the Department of Sanitation work, and it's a thankless job. Nobody says thank you to the garbage people. No, they just like, hey, you're supposed to pick up my trash. It doesn't matter how I put it out, but it's such a delicate balance, and they have such a limited time to get all this stuff done that if a bag rips open, they can't sweep up what falls apart. They just have to they collect it. They don't clean. It's a big difference. So I think now we're starting to realize that sanitation is very important to the city.
We're not fully restored, but we're mostly restored, leading into where we're going to be to start how we'll lead into FY22. So again, we didn't get it all back, but we got a lot of it back. We've been through a lot together as a city for the year. I think that we've seen changes in the waste stream and changes in the way that people behave. But I also think that this is particularly a very good time since we've all had to have some adaptive change in our lives. We've all become accustomed to things that we may not have had to do before. This is also a good time to have a program and have an optics and have a message of the city be, let's all do our part to stay clean, let's recover, let's be healthy, let's all move forward together and have the cleanest and safest city in the world.